Welcome to the channel. Today I'll be showcasing the Smelter Hammer, the biggest and heaviest weapon in Dark Souls 2. If you have any more weapons you want me to showcase, put your ideas in the comments. This run was done live on Twitch. Come check out the channel if you like this type of content. So the run starts off like any other. You pick your starting class, your burial gift, create your character, and make your way to Majula. The setup for this run should be pretty quick. Normally you'd have to farm this weapon in one of the DLCs, but I did a favor for Moglin and had one shipped over. Since Moglin was being so nice this time, I thought about letting him live. Anyway, I made my way to the Forest of the Fallen Giants, grabbed the buckler, because yes, we'll be berry walking, and the setup goes as follows. I opened the shortcut, got the life ring, grabbed a bunch of souls from around the area, then went back to Majula for the Blue Sentinel's ring, 17 vigor, the monthly leap of faith, as well as the bonfire, so I can get the free fragrant branch, free Rosabeth, and train some hallows. After entering Shaded Woods, I grabbed the Chloranthy ring, looted all the souls in the area, and must have forgotten some, so instead of getting the butterfly wings, I got the pants instead. Then I repaid Moglin for his service. I'll need 35 strength to even wield the Smelter Hammer, so I'll need a whole lot more souls. So I made my way to the farming spot by parry walking into Aldea's Keep, getting some help, the Aged Feather, the Ashen Mist Heart, and then starting a 100k soul grind. Now I can level to 48 strength and actually wield the weapon. Time to start the boss fights. First boss, Last Giant. And then Pursuer. Afterwards, I moved on to Hade's Tower, to take on Dragon Slayer, and Dragon Rider. Then, after leveling up, I went back to Shaded Woods to take on Nashka, and Brightstone Cove for mages. After that, I picked up the Titanite chunks from around the area, unlocked McDuff, maxed out the hammer, and used it on Flexile Sentry, and Ruin Sentinels. Before I can take on the next boss, I'll have to clear the locals in Belfry Luna and actually take on the boss. Belfry Gargoyles. After a quick level up in Majula, I jumped into the well to grab the bonfires in Grave of Saints, the gutter, as well as both bonfires in Black Gulch, so I can have easy access to the next boss, the Run. and the primal bonfire afterwards. After very sternly asking for the forgotten key, I jumped the gap in the well to get the dragon talon and entered the sunken city. Then I parry walked to Gang Squad's bonfire, jumped down the elevator, made my way into the shrine, and got the Flynn's ring. I didn't check to see if it actually activated for this run, but let's just assume that it did. And with this damage boost, I took on Rat Vanguard, moved straight, and took on Lost Sinner. After warping to Majula, I got Licia to move the gate, then made my way through Huntsman's corpse to fight Skeleton Lords. Then, after talking to Chloanne, and doing the most difficult skip in the game, I fought Covetous Demon. I felt that I was too much of a pushover for a run like this, so I grabbed the Ring of Giants to use during the Mithra fight, so I can go to Iron Keep, and after talking to the locals, I defeated Smelter Demon, and Old Iron King. Now it's time to clean up the bosses I missed. Next up, Executioner's Chariot. I wanted to use Sacred Oath, so I took on Nazca again for the rain that gives more attunement slots. Bought Urine from Carhillion. Then fought Giant Lord. And afterwards, Red Authority. A few times. But after some trial and error, I remember that the title of this video is beating every boss in Dark Souls 2 with the Smelter Hammer, and that the little rats aren't bosses. So I attuned Solar Piece, learned why it's important that this spell kills all the small rats in one shot, and took down Rat Authority with the hammer itself. Then, after attunement glitching Urine, I used the 30 cast to distract the spiders while fighting Freya. Then, I got the Free Fragger branch and the Dark Clutch Ring from the Duke, lit the Primal Bonfire, leveled my stats at Majula, and my hammer went McDuff. All to just be bested by a bug. Now that I have the 4 Lord Souls, I can make my way to Draenlight Castle. And picking up the Frozen Flower, I took on Twin Dragon Riders, Mirror Knight, and made my way to the most overhated area in Dark Souls 2. Hot take, Shrine of Amana isn't even that hard, as long as you're not bad at the game and have some patience. Just fight the enemies one at a time, and this area should really take like 10 to 15 minutes. And that includes Demon of Song. After talking to Aldia, I lit the bonfire he was body blocking, then spoke to Agdane, unlocked the shortcut, the completely intentional way, and then took on Velstadt for the King's Ring. Now it's time for the most underhated boss in the game. No one likes him, I get that, but when people talk about the bosses that they hate in this game, they always seem to forget to mention this boss. He spends half the fight either flying or clutching the sides of the arena, and has AoE attacks that take up half of it. He's like a weaker ancient dragon without the cheese. I remember to go back to Dragon Shrine this time to talk to Aldia, unlock my last video, then fought Ancient Dragon. But I was really interrupted by a straggler. And because this is Dark Souls 2, I can't just run back into the fog cave. So now I had to beat up everyone who lives here, as well as clearly the main character of this area. Now I can fight Ancient Dragon again. Afterwards, for some reason, Past Me picked up the Southern Ritual Band +1 from Brightstone Cove. Clearly, as per usual, I have no idea what I'm doing. Then, I talked to Strayed, Attunement Glitch Sacred Oath, and took on Ancient Dragon, for real this time. time for more DLCs. I went back to Force of the Fallen Giants, then did a plunging attack on the Flame Salamander, twice, picked up the heavy iron key, and went back to the first DLC, so I can get into the temple this time, of course the completely intended way. Made my way through the crypt, and took on Alana. I decided to try out Resident Soul this time. Did you guys know that this spell is terrible? It saps 2,000 souls, doesn't last very long, it honestly doesn't even do much more damage than Dark Weapon, and what's worse is that if you use it without any souls, it literally does no extra damage. Anyway, after Alana, I decided to max out my Estus Blast. I wanted to take this time to thank everyone for the love in the last two videos. They got over 500 and 800 views respectively, and I really appreciate the support. More consistent uploads are coming soon, and check out the stream if you want to see these runs done live. But enough self-promo, I should be done with the Essence upgrades by now. And afterwards, I took on Scene, Gang Squad, and then entered Broom Tower. I channeled my inner speedrunner and got to the foyer bonfire in 3 minutes. Got to the scepter in 2 minutes. And got to Blue Raspberry Smelter Demon in another 2. Blue Raspberry Smelter Demon. After I did a quick health check, I took the elevator to Fume Knight and took a mod. Then, I first tried Sir Alwan. Hit list coming soon. Then I entered Shrine of Winter and got ready for the best part, skipping almost all of it. I pride myself in keeping these videos as spoiler free as possible.
So, after getting the eye, I did my streamer due diligence and went out of my way to gather my white knights to help take on those who oppose me.
But I feel like it'd be just more convenient to walk around.
But first, I had to take on Ava.
Really? Okay. I hope it is nice forever. So like first try.
To get Aslan to break the ice. But after beating Ava, Aslan was still not convinced I could take on the Ivory King. So I had to convince her another way.
Oh, she has no stagger either.
Then I entered the arena to take on the Ivory King.
Have a great night, dude. Appreciate you being here. Okay, it moves like that. Bet on anything because you gamble. It's just you throwing money away.
Now it's time to go to hell. Next boss, Ludenzalen.
Like close to him could have been like this, like port him to like it. Say, oh, I can change the serial killer really at Gotcha.
Did you guys know that after getting the Priestess Eye, the hollows and shaded woods become visible? It's a little fun fact I forgot about.
I hate
Anyway, I talked to Gandalf, lit all 3 fires,
not even I shouldn't do that.
and took on Dark Lurker.
Because if you swung a weapon like this, waiting for stamina is fine. But every other weapon. Like, you're not giving me like the worst art.
Then Throne Watcher and Defender.
Well, you can crit something, but it's like not the same way we do here. You can like run it. There we go. It doesn't get easy. I thought Cho's Heroes were gonna be 10%. Cho's Hero are 60%. Mexico
And
and
Nashandra.
China, and like another like I'm pretty sure like bigger tariffs on like, and it's like ridiculous. There we go.
And of course, Aldia doesn't spawn because I forgot to fight Fender.
Because I don't think there's gonna willingly themselves be like from these corporations. And after I get final life, those laws, if you can show me that shit again. Like deadass, they just didn't believe. Just change can happen. Like I've been told happens. Oh, just vote on it. It happened. We had to burn the right to vote. Like the only right to act. Like this country had agreed to negotiations to the threat. Right? Where it like I'm becoming like a lobbyist. Lobbyists, you make more money. Law. These have been a big influence. You still have like shit. Remain never change this country. That no, in a different, it was, you get shit.